Welcome into CHGO Bets. This show is presented by PointsBet. Use promo code CHGO when you sign up to live your bet life. I'm Sean Anderson. Welcome to the inaugural episode of CHGO Bets. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. My co-host, my guy, my new guy, Cody Delmendo. How you doing, buddy?
I'm great, Sean. Absolutely ecstatic to be here to talk about all of the plays. Whether it's teenagers bouncing basketballs or adults bouncing basketballs, we're betting it all today.
And hopefully at some point for us, being the Chicago baseball guys we are, some adults using sticks to hit bats or balls. You know, we're excited for that. You can follow Cody on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. You made it, really nice.
Yeah,
really
easy.
Streamlined.
You can find me very easily, I think. So. Yeah, go give us a follow, and let's ride, guys.
Yeah, and you can follow us to our Twitter account. This one's brand new, and shout out to ILL. Your big win last night, huh?
Illinois, ILL, Iowa +4. I couldn't take it because I didn't go to the sports book to actually place it. But if you took Iowa, you covered. If you're a Illini fan, you don't care because they won. Big Ten champs, 17 years in the making. It was awesome.
As I was saying, you can follow us on Twitter at CHGO_bets. And that's going to be an important thing because, we won't be able to be betting Illinois college basketball, but we will be betting a ton of college basketball this month. Obviously, there's that tournament that comes up a little bit later.
We
got some conference tournaments that we'll be talking about today. Yeah. And it's going to be exciting because our show is going to work pretty simply. We are going to have a bank. Cody's going to have a bank. I'm going to have a bank. We have separate accounts. We're not living in a shared household. We're not married to one another. He's got his own funds. I have my own funds. And we're going to be using our partners, PointsBet. You can use code CHGO to sign up, and you would get a risk-free bet, 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000 using that code CHGO. But Cody and I entered $50 into our PointsBet accounts. You can do the same using that code CHGO, and the goal is to not go broke. And if you guys have any punishments, if we hit $0 at any point, you want Cody to get a tattoo, you want me to get a tattoo, we could do something that's not a tattoo. Joey might have ideas, our producer behind the camera.
I'm against the tattoo idea, but, some people on Twitter know some things that I've done in the past related to losing being wrong about certain things.
Like?
So this doesn't have anything to do with gambling, but last year in May, the Cubs were playing so bad going into May. They had a series with the Dodgers at home, and I was on a podcast, and I was so fed up with the Cubs. I was like, if the Cubs sweep the Dodgers, I will eat a bottle of mayonnaise. And then the Cubs swept the Dodgers, and I live streamed myself eating a bottle of mayonnaise.
How big was it? Like a huge jar?
It wasn't like
Heilmann's?
a jar, like a huge one, but it was like like your typical one you'd go buy.
Did you use like a spoon?
I would call that my viral moment of 2021.
Joey's asking if you used a spoon.
No, it was like the spray in your mouth type.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Efficiency. So you went with efficiency on the mayo chugging.
Yeah.
The most embarrassing one I have, and I don't know, we could probably find, the video still exists. I used to be a part of this thing called Most Valuable Podcast, and we had a podcast, The Fast Break, and it was when LeBron was a free agent, and I made the bet thinking that he wasn't going to go to L.A., and I said, I will paint my face purple and gold if LeBron goes to L.A., and I will use that during the entire podcast. I'm hitting my mic. I apologize. And I ended up, after that signing happened, I left a family party, went to Target, got blue and red, mixed it together, made purple, yellow came along with it, and I had purple and gold on my face sitting there talking about LeBron James signing with the Lakers.
Oh,
not only do I like to be dead wrong, but I like to be very proud about being dead wrong. And that's what we're going to do on this show.
Yours doesn't sound nearly as painful as mine was, though.
Well, maybe if they get, we already have the nickname the Mayo King. Maybe we can do something like that. So again, if you guys have any punishments, if we go broke, that's the whole idea. You saw the bank. We both have $50 right now. We're going to be placing bets throughout the show and get that number down. Tomorrow, we will recap you. We'll ask, are you up? Are you down? We'll refresh those totals. Maybe we'll be down to $43. Maybe we'll be above $50. Maybe we'll be lucky and stay at 50.
Yeah.
That's the whole show. We'll wait and see. But this is going to be the show, trying not to go broke. Again, you could tweet us at CHGO_bets. If you are playing along, if you deposit $50 using code CHGO. And then also, we're going to make 9 bets every single night. Is the comment making you laugh?
Yeah, the spray mayo question mark. Interesting. Yeah.
Shout out to KC.
Yeah, I don't know, man. 2021.
Well,
wild,
maybe
wild
the next one we could have you doing ketchup. We can have you doing mayo. I think they have spray barbecue sauce, so we can get really interested with what Cody puts in his body. But every night we're going to be making 9 bets. I will take you to Teaser Town, whether that's basketball, NBA, college football, trying to get those points a little bit higher, make those odds a little bit nicer for you. Cody's going to give you a same game parlay bet. That's going to be tied to your Chicago Bulls tonight, and then we will both have our 3 plays of the day. Cody has 3 bets. I have 3 bets. And then finally, the coup de grace, we will have a lock of the night. We both agreed on a bet. We already have that placed, but we haven't made the wager because we will hopefully one day right here or maybe on the screen digitally have a wheel. And we will have the lock, and then basically the wheel will pick the unit. So it should be fun. I think that's the whole goal that we're trying to do is
we're just trying to have some fun and make money at the same time, right? So
well, for us, we're not giving you a gambling advice. We're kind of treating this like a game show in a way.
True,
because it's fun to compete against each other. It's fun to compete against you, and I'm not an athlete, so it's not like I have any competition in my life. But let's get into our first segment. We're going to talk about Are You Up? Are You Down? We'll be recapping last night's bets, this weekend's bets for today. Cody, I see the notes here, but you doubled down this weekend.
Yeah. We'll get to that in a little bit, but let's start with the positive. Yesterday, if you follow me on Twitter, I love gambling on college basketball, and it doesn't matter if it's Power 5 or mid-major. It genuinely does not matter.
We don't discriminate.
What'd you say?
Don't discriminate.
Yeah, we don't discriminate. Yeah. It's
if it's around basketball, Cody's betting it.
Yeah, if you could play it, I'm in. But I would say my best win of the weekend was Nebraska money line plus 525.
Some Hoiberg.
Yes.
Or some Hoiberg.
And largely, the reason I placed the bet to begin with was because if Nebraska was going to beat Wisconsin, that would have given Illinois a chance to win the Big Ten championship or get a share of it last night. So I kind of, played with my heart a little bit and was like, hey, if it happens, I'm going to win some money, and then, Illinois has a chance to get a share of the Big Ten championship last night. And so it happened. So that was my biggest win of the weekend. Again,
congrats.
There was no analytics or anything about it, but I would say that was my biggest win. I was all over Longwood and Chattanooga all weekend, which is, as they played games tonight, as worked out. They both covered both games. Chattanooga -2 yesterday, they covered. Had UMBC -2 yesterday, went to overtime, they covered. Had Longwood moneyline on Saturday. Had Kentucky -5 on Saturday. Arkansas +5.5 on Saturday. An all-time cover. They were down like 50-29 at halftime on Saturday. Somehow lost by 4. Don't know how. Didn't even watch the game. Didn't have time to watch the game. But I checked the score at the end and was like, oh, Arkansas is in fact a state. I removed them from the Union at halftime and then reinstated them.
Congratulations to Eric Musselman for getting his statehood back for Arkansas. But I think you talking about that's very similar to me. Like, I'm betting with my heart. Like, I try to put as much statistics and analytics behind it, but there's also gut feel about it. Now I'll never bet against Detroit Mercy. I bet against them twice, and now I just know that they're a powerhouse in whatever conference they play.
Horizon League, man.
Horizon League. So watch out, Horizon League. Detroit Mercy's coming for you. Yeah. But I totally get that. And that's why I, last weekend, for UFC 272 was on Saturday. Colby Covington versus Jorge Masvidal was the main event for I think it wasn't even for the UFC welterweight title because Usman's the champion. But they had a 5-round main event. Covington wins via unanimous decision, 49-46, 50-44, 50-45. Absolutely destroyed Masvidal. But betting in my heart, I hate Colby Covington with a passion. That guy is annoying, corny, cheesy, fake. All of his stuff is pre-canned.
He's controversial as well.
Controversial, and it seems like he's purposely putting on an act.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he could still fight.
Yeah. All that doesn't matter if you can, hit someone.
Yeah,
You know?
which he was able to. I think he had like 94 significant strikes, and he was able to take down Masvidal 6 times. So, again, not betting with my head there. Younger, faster, stronger usually wins at the end of the day in a fight. But, I end up losing that. That was the only one I had because I only had 20 cents in my account. Now I'm
20
done.
cents, I love it.
And as you can see, the new bank is up to $50. So that's on PointsBet. That's using code CHGO. And that's, are you up, are you down? Would you say you're up at the end of the week?
Yeah, I would say I'm up. I went into Sunday pretty even, but Nebraska really gave me the oh-heave-ho on the upside going into Monday with all these games. Love that sound. So we ride. We keep going, man.
Absolutely. Joey, do you have a bad sound effect? Because I'm down. Do you have anything you got there?
I do.
There you go. That's every time I place a bet right there. If you look, I'm assuming my mom's watching. Thank you for the support, Mom. She asked if I was giving up betting for Lent. I hope this answers this, Mom. I'm not giving up betting for Lent. It's not working out, but we're trying, and
right.
Our heart's behind it. Our heart's in the right place. And if you want to be a part of this journey with us, we both put $50 into our accounts today. We'll be telling you how we're spending that $50 a little bit later, but we want to talk to you about our friends at PointsBet. You can support CHGO, and the best way to support CHGO is to download the PointsBet app and use code CHGO when you sign up. If you make a $50 or more first-time deposit, like Cody and I did, you will receive a free CHGO membership, which unlocks all of our web content, and you'll even get a free shirt of your choice from the CHGO locker. We have a lot of great choices, a lot of team choices for you, so if you're a fan of any Chicago team, we have that option. So if you want to bet money with PointsBet, get a free shirt and a great membership. Use promo code CHGO when you sign up with PointsBet. Live your bet life with PointsBet. And if you have any questions, email pointsbet@allchgo.com, and we would be happy to help you. And something very new to PointsBet is the in-game live same-game parlay, which I know Cody, my pal, who is the same-game parlay king, will be definitely using now that PointsBet is our sponsor. So very excited to have PointsBet in our group here, our family, be a partner with us at CHGO. Sign up with the fastest sportsbook. It is now easier than ever, so you can start living your bet life in seconds. Now with mobile registration in Illinois, use code CHGO to get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. So what are you waiting for? Once the game starts, don't just bet. Live your bet life with PointsBet. Gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.
Or gambler.
Or gambler. Is that what it is?
I think that's the number, yeah.
Thank you for helping me with that. And
Yeah.
that's why we have you on here, because you know it by heart, apparently, the gambling helpline number. But also, final thing too, before we get into the bets and start spending money, got to talk to you about this great company, Cody, CHGO. You can go sign up at allchgo.com. You'll get podcasts and live show like you're getting right now. You'll get post-game shows, which we're not doing yet because baseball is not happening. But we had Blackhawks post-game shows over the weekend. We had Bulls on Friday with a Bulls-Bucks, and you'll get a Bulls post-game show tonight with Mac Peck, Big Dave, and our guy, now I'm blanking, Will Gottlieb. And hopefully Marquet from the other side of the world. So you can check out their post-game show tonight. They also have premium written content, all of our great writers at allchgo.com. We've mentioned the dope merch. Every single team has one, designed by our great guy, Eric. You get a free shirt when you become a member at allchgo.com. And we have a members-only Discord called the CHGO Lounge. It's a lot of fun, so come hang out and come be a member.
I'm not a big Discord guy before I started working here.
Right.
And then I download the app, and to see all these people come in and just they're hyped, especially on Friday when we launched. So, I feel like that's a great spot to be if you're going to ride with us.
Well, and I think, too, and just a little tease for the White Sox show. I don't know if you guys are going to be doing this, but we're going to have a mailbag type segment, and we're going to use questions from the members in the Discord. So another way you can get involved by joining us at allchgo.com. Now, Cody, they can also join us by betting tonight, and we're going to skip Teaser Town right now. We're going to take a different exit. We're going to go to your same game parlay. I want to let you take me through your same game parlay. What are you looking at tonight? What's the vibe for the for the Bulls and 76ers tonight? Distracted by our guy Matt Peck. What's up?
Matt.
There's Matt Peck. Here he is. And they'll be on tonight doing the 76ers Bulls post-game show. But what you got in your same game parlay tonight?
All right, so let's start with the game, and then there's 3 props at the end. The spread, like the actual spread is 7.5 right now as we speak, but I have a alternate spread. I took it at plus 10.5. That's at minus 180, and then I have the over at 226.5, which is also at minus 180 odds. I think the regular line is 232.5, I believe. So just a little less. The reason behind it is, at least on the spread, is Joel Embiid is 10-0 against the Bulls in his career. The Bulls have lost 4 in a row, though, and I feel like, I won't say they're not panicking, but it's definitely, they need to get off the schneid. So I think they can at least keep it close, lose by single digits, hope perhaps win. Then you're like, well, Cody, why didn't you take the plus money? But nonetheless, I feel like it's a lot more safe than the 7.5. And then the over, I like the over, like the regular line, but it just like the totals can just shift so quickly. So at minus 180, 226 to come down 5 points, why not? And
it's something too. I mean, we're talking about the over a little bit today, and immediately what came to my mind was the game that they just had in Chicago. Joel goes off for, I think, at least plus 35. I know I bet him his over points last time they played. That ended up hitting. I think I put it together in a parlay where I was supposed to look for like rebounds or assists or something. He didn't get that, but I mean, he could score in bunches against the Bulls. And DeRozan, I mean, it seems like every time he goes up against one of these big time teams in these big time moments, he's able to show up. And he did that last time against the 76ers. He was battling against Embiid back and forth. It seemed like he didn't miss a single mid-range shot. So I wouldn't rule that out happening again. And if it is that back and forth high-scoring game, I do like the Bulls there. I like that plus 7.5. I don't know if they're going to win. I do like them as a home team rather than them on the road. Zach's been a little up and down. They haven't been fully clicking. And you mentioned Caruso and Ball. Like, it does seem like a difficult win for them, but something that this team does, no matter who's on the court every single time they're playing, they are always fighting. And it really does seem like 7.5. I mean, you're going to have like a lot of things go wrong near the end of that game for that to become really lopsided and not them be able to be covered, for the Bulls not be able to cover that 7.5.
Right. And again, like I like the 7.5, but at the same time, like I just feel a lot more safer with the 10. So, shall I get to the props that are part of it?
Well, I'm going to go to Teaser Town, if you don't mind, because my Teaser Town goes a little bit into your Bulls 7.5 thing. We'll go to the teasers, then we'll go to Cody and I's top 3 picks.
You didn't let me finish my parlay, though.
Oh, you didn't finish your parlay?
No.
Oh, my bad. I thought
it's five legs, guys. 5 legs. We are 2 legs and we are 5
so
legs.
Give us the first one. The first leg is, again.
Okay, Bulls plus 10.5.
Bulls plus 10.5.
The over at 226.5.
Over.
Okay, now 3 props that are part of it.
Okay.
We got Zach Lavine over 23.5 at minus 115. I don't know, like, I thought that was low. I feel like Zach Lavine could put up 23.25, honestly. Right. So I feel like that total has come down over the last couple games because, there's been some inconsistency since he's come back since the All-Star break, whatever. But I like it tonight in a big game. Again, Bulls have lost their last couple. They need a win in a big way. No one expects them to go into Philly and win tonight. But I can expect Zach Lavine and DeMar DeRozan to at least give me 20 tonight. And to get another 4 after that, I feel like is pretty easy for him, especially with as many threes as he jacks up. Now, second would be Ayo Dosunmu over 10.5. Quite literally, the only reason is Illinois just won the Big Ten, so I'm all in. We're taking the Illinois guy tonight. He is a lot of people are saying he's on the rookie wall right now, but he did have a good game against the Bucks, I thought. So, hopefully build some momentum. 10 points again on the road. The Bulls need more out of other guys outside of Vooch, DeRozan, and Zach Lavine. I feel like Ayo in a nice spot here to at least get you 11 points. And then finally, Joel Embiid over 31.5. That's at plus 105 on PointsBet right now. I think that's that might be the lock of the parlay, in my opinion. Because, again, I said it. He is 10-0 against the Bulls. He always plays well against the Bulls.
Bust out the hammer.
Hammer that one.
We bust out the hammer on that one if you don't want to do the parlay. I think that it actually was when I looked at it a couple hours ago, it was at 29.5. And so many people have bet it that it's already up to 31.5. I think you play it as high as 33.
Yeah, 29 would have been a steal. You look at Embiid's games versus the Bulls, 18 in the first game this year, then 30. So, I mean, right there, at least you got a couple under. But then the most recent game, he's dropping 40. But I like that Lavine one a lot. The only 2 games that he's played against Philadelphia this year, he went over 27 and 31 he had against Philly. So I like that. He was injured in the last game. But 10.5 for the Bulls is your same game parlay. You got the over
226.5.
226.5. Over on Embiid, 31.5 points. Over Lavine, 23.5 points, and then over Io, 10.5. Right?
Yes.
And then what are you wagering for the bank?
I put $10 down.
$10 down to win. You got an estimate at least?
I think it was 110.
There you go. So we'll see if if Cody pulls this off, he's taking a big lead with his same game parlays. So Cody's already dropping $10.
The odds
so far
were
out
at
of his
950, but if you use the PointsBet boost thing that you can on at least one parlay a day, it boosts up to plus 1055. I think this is a start of a beautiful trend.
And that's something, too, that we got to talk to you about people coming up using these boosts and making sure that they're using PointsBet the right way, because very interesting way of betting. Not usually your typical just straight-up stuff. A lot of different options to make your perfect parlay on PointsBet. You could use code CHGO. This is CHGO presented by PointsBet. Live your bet life with PointsBet. We're going to go now to Teaser Town. I'm glad you brought up the 10.5. I'm kind of vibing with that with the Bulls. My teaser, it's going to be 3-team teaser. We're trying to get you the best odds possible to make sure your bet will hit. I'm placing $1 down on this teaser. 3-leg NBA parlay. I got the Bulls. I'm going to tease them from 7.5 to 12.5. I'm going to take the Rockets plus 15.5. And then the Mavericks are +1 against the Jazz right now. I'm going to tease them to 2.5. So I'll take Bulls plus 12.5, Rockets plus 15.5, and Mavericks plus 2.5. Wagering $1, I can win $4.65. So, that would take me up to like 54.65 tomorrow. That'd be nice.
2 wildly different approaches by you guys.
Cody's cough.
I am dying over here. I'm so sorry for everyone listening.
We got 2 wildly different approaches. Cody's throwing $10 on a 5-leg parlay. Sean's got $1 on a teaser.
I am absolutely your economical bettor. I am not trying to. My biggest fear on the wheel or picking the random unit is hitting the $100 one or the $20 one. That one terrifies me because I'm down to 40 already with my bets. So then if we're adding another 20 onto that, I mean, I'm not confident that I'm going to win all my bets. I can come in tomorrow. Cody can be having $110 in his bank, and I'll be down at 20. But let's get into our top 3 to kind of see how the field will shake out. Cody, give me your top 3 bets that you like tonight outside of your same game parlay.
Okay,
and these are just straight bets. I picked all straight bets, outside of one money line.
And like I said earlier, I love gambling in college basketball, and that's where I'm going tonight. So to list them, I got Chattanooga -2.5 in the Southern Conference Tournament Championship against Furman. And you laugh, but it's going to be a hell of a game, man.
Hell of a game.
Then I got
you finding that stream? What cable providers giving you Furman basketball?
It'll at least be on ESPN Plus, man.
Fingers crossed.
And then I got Cleveland State +1 against Wright State, Horizon League Championship.
There you go.
And then the Raging Cajuns, Louisiana Lafayette +3.5 against Georgia State.
Nice. And what's your what do we wager on those
$5
props? 5 on all of them.
5 of them.
So you got $10 down and then $15 down. So you already spent half of your bank already.
Yes, exactly.
Love it. Cody might be getting punished by the end of the week. By Friday, Cody will already be drinking a whole bottle of ketchup, apparently. Let's go to my top 3. I like Nikola Vucevic, first basket. I think Embiid's too easy, +330. A big idea here. This is my theory. I have a betting theory. I think we all do once we watch enough basketball. Red Tornado likes Harden over 8.5 assists. If you can find it, you can. Right now on PointsBet, it's 10.5. I like Embiid over assist if you're going to play any 76ers assist prop. But if you're getting Harden over 8.5, I'd probably take that. But I have this whole theory that, if you win the tip, then you get the ball, and then they're immediately going straight to the center, whether it's Embiid or Vucevic. They want to set up inside right away. The Bulls did that a lot early to get Vucevic going on early in the season when he was struggling. I'm not afraid that they might go back to that well. And plus 550, it's the lowest odds for any Bull player, but if I put down 50 cents, I could take home 275. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to turn cents into dollars. So I'm taking Vucevic first basket plus 550 tonight. Then I'm going against you. I don't like Ayo tonight. Ayo has struggled against the 76ers in his 3 games against the 76ers this year. He has not gone over double digits. I don't think he's even gone over 4 points. I'm a huge Ayo guy too. Like I'm not an Illinois guy, but I did some scouting when I did my old Fast Break podcast, and I knew that his stroke was great. It was very quick. The body obviously is an NBA player, and the biggest thing that makes him up is his heart. A huge work ethic on Ayo, but I just think that it's such a difficult matchup for him, and he's going to be so focused on defense that I really don't think that going over 10.5 is going to be worth it. I'm placing 550. That's my biggest bet of the night so far. 550 for under 10.5 points for Ayo Dosunmu. That line is at minus 136. If I win that one, I'll take home $4.70, so like a total around $9 once you add in the wager too. And then finally, I got a 2-team college basketball parlay on the money line. The odds are plus 227. I'm going to take, and now I didn't write down the team, so go me. But now I'm logged out of my account. This is great. First, when I log back in, no, I got it. My bad on this. So I'm going to take a parlay of 2 teams. I'm going to take your guys, Chattanooga. I'm going to take their money line against Furman, and then I'm going to take Cleveland State versus Wright State. That's at plus 227. I'm wagering $3.
Right.
The payout on that is $9.82. So
at least you're riding a little bit then, because clearly if you're taking Ayo under, then you're not going to ride the parlay. But hey,
I got
straight
a question.
bets, we'll take it.
What's up, Joe?
Either of you guys actually know where Furman is?
Florida.
Wrong.
Georgia.
North Carolina.
Incorrect.
It's south.
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
They're called the Paladins.
Just was wondering. You guys both are, riding pretty heavy today.
Joey, take a guess on what a paladin is.
I'm asking the questions here.
Okay, sounds good. Let's get to our lock of the night. Cody and I both agreed on this. Cody already, in somewhat, put this in his parlay. A little bit of a different number. He had 226.5.
Yeah.
For the over in the Bulls Sixers. We want to keep this Chicago centric when we can, and we are tonight. Lock of the night. Bulls Sixers over 232.5. We're going to hammer that home. I want to bang our set, but I think that'd probably be a stupid idea.
Don't break something 2 days in,
day.
Sean.
But Cody, give us the rundown on why we're taking Bulls Sixers over 232.5.
Well,
minus 110 is the
it's
line.
very clear that the Bulls defense has suffered without Lonzo Ball and Alex Caruso. And again, Joel Embiid 10-0 against the Bulls, and a lot of it has been in blowout fashion. But I think the Bulls are going to keep up tonight. It's just going to be very hard for them to stop the 76ers, in my opinion. So at 232, that is a lot of points. I totally get that, but I feel like this is going to be like a 120, 112 game or something like that.
Right, and for that to hit, you need both teams to score 113.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think it's going to be going over. I think it's going to be a tight game. I think you're going to see all 60 minutes played.
Yeah.
So that's just going to push that total up and up and up. And we've seen before these teams go to overtime. I mean these are 2 great teams in the Eastern Conference. They obviously know what's on the line right now. Big game for both of these teams. Right. And I'm pretty sure they're both 4-5 right now in the Eastern Conference. I could be wrong on that, but they're trying. I think they're fighting right now for the same spot.
Each other, right?
So I think this is going to be a tight game. But the big thing is we haven't placed this wager yet, but we need the unit that we're going to do. And each time we agree on a lock of the night, we agreed on the bet, we are now going to find the wager. So Cody, I need you to pick a number 1 through 6.
Let's go with 2.
2? All right, we're only betting $1 tonight. So we're betting $1 on the Bulls Sixers over 232.5. We're betting the over on the total. Number 1 was 50 cents. Number 2 was $1. 3 was $20. 4 was $5. 5 was $2, and then 6 was $10. So nothing crazy there. But I think you're now down to around $24 in your bank. We'll see if you're up or down tomorrow. I think I'm down to around 40 or $39. So, I'm in a better shape right now than you, but you also have a $100 bet you can win with your same game parlay. So you can join the fun with us. You can tweet at us at CHGO_bets. You can join the fun at PointsBet. Use code CHGO. And again, if you sign up using code CHGO, not only if you deposit $50 in, you'll get the risk-free bets. You'll also get a membership to CHGO, which includes a t-shirt and access into our member lounge. Cody, fun ass day today, man.
Yeah, it was great. I can't wait to come back and talk about all the ones that we won tomorrow.
Can't wait.
We will completely forget about all the ones we lost, but we will definitely talk about all the ones we won.
I can't wait to have more than $50 in my account tomorrow. It's going to be a ton of fun. Thank you for watching. For Cody Delmendo, you can follow him at Cody_CHGO. I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me at Sean_W_Anderson. Follow the show and interact with us at CHGO_bets. And this is CHGO Bets presented by PointsBet. Live your bet life with PointsBet. Use code CHGO when you sign up. For Cody, I'm Sean. We will see you tomorrow to see if we won you any money or if we won ourselves any money.